Now, I don't know if y'all consider Lucki to be emo rapper, but as far as I'm concerned, like, this album definitely solidifies him being like the king of like this new age numbness sound. Lucki's whole thing is, you know, he be on drugs and shit, which is why he named the album Drgs R Bad, because yeah, Drgs R Bad. Every time Lucki drops, he is demonstrating his numbness to reality. You feel me? I think why so many people connect with Lucki right now, myself included, is because he showcases like this numbness, this detachment the world we in a sense. Like, I mean, all music period is, all media period is a form of escapism through reality. Like, we are in an era right now where we all just feel kind of emotionally detached in some capacity, in some type of way. Lucki embodies that, and I feel like he is the king of embodying that. And if they push one of these songs all crazy, I'm assuming the song that's going to get pushed the most is the joint with him and Lil Baby. For one, all of Lucki's marketing with this whole rollout has been in comparison to Drake, because obviously Drake dropped tonight too. Because they've been comparing them and stuff, I feel like it really shows and dictates the difference between where music has been and where it's going. A lot of blogs want us to compare Lucki to Drake and be like, oh, Lucki is risking things by dropping, you know, the same night that Drake is doing. Oh, shit, like, they dropping at the same time, da-da-da. It's not really any competition. Them first week sales and like them first week numbers do matter. I'll get my critique on it first, okay? And then I'll tell you like everything I love, right? This particular album by Lucki. Now, I'm someone that listens to Lucki often. I feel like this is my personal opinion. You can disagree or whatever. My last like favorite body of work from Lucki overall was Gemini. So I liked a lot of songs that he dropped since then. But in terms of a project and a number of songs I like from that project, I like a lot of songs from that project. Now, this joint, I gave it a good listen. I had it blasting, smoking and all that. I like Lucki, you feel me? Now, I didn't expect anything more and I didn't expect anything less. Personally, feel like the album got better throughout each track, because the first couple songs, like, he really not saying shit. That's okay, I guess. I'm cool with Lucki doing what Lucki does. I do want him to rap nonetheless, because a lot of songs, like I was saying, he's really not saying like anything and throughout the song. Like, he bullshit. He wants some fraud shit, you feel me? To say the least. Like, that's what I would assume. But it's okay for him to do that, because to me that's like part of his brand in a sense. Like, right now everybody's always escaping something, and his whole thing is he's escaping his life through drugs in a sense. Lucki has so much impact right now. People don't give him enough verbal credit as of yet with his influence within rap. If anybody paying attention to any underground rap in any city, it's a whole bunch of little Luckis. And some of the Luckis is like rapping. It's a lot of different influences that Lucki has done within hip-hop. There would not be a Lucki if it wasn't for Drake. The thing is too, like, when Lucki first started out, he was sounding like Chance the Rapper. Now, granted, he from Chicago. They probably knew each other low-key for all I know. He was in that realm. He got older. He perfected his sound more of what he was going for over time. And now we are here. I feel like a lot of iconic Lucki music came out in 2019. And now we are in 2026. Now, he's been making music since 2016. But I feel like this particular album, I'm not sure what the numbers are going to be for him. I'm sure it would definitely do good for him. I'm sure this would probably be one of his biggest projects in terms of popularity. I do expect to see the Lil Baby song with him on Billboard Hot 100. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not even a Billboard type person to be saying all that. I used to be. But I understand how this shit go. You feel me? But as a result, because they wanted to, and I'm sure not all outlets have been doing this, but because they wanted to, you know, drop Lucki's album the same day as Drake and compare the two, because they're the main niggas and main rappers in hip-hop right now that are dropping tonight, he gotta have one charting song, and it gotta be Lil Baby. Lil Baby always on the charts. This is the critique I was going to say. Lucki is the type of artist that leans on his production, his 808s. Whoever his producer is, they be doing their thing. Lucki helped, I don't want to say put on, but solidify a lot of different producers that are hot right now, because they did tapes together, or one of Lucki's popular songs was done by whatever producer, this producer, this producer. This time around, the producers that worked on this particular tape, I do like the production on this album overall, I do. But it didn't wow me, you know? It didn't like, I don't know. I'm not even going to say that because I only listened to it one time. You know, I ain't skip it or whatever. Listen to disc 1 and disc 2. But disc 2, that's all, like, them songs already out. They all bonus songs. So I'm not even really about to count that right now. I'm going to keep listening to this album. This album definitely has replay value for me nonetheless. That's my guy. Shout out to Lucki. I hope that this album does do well for him and his career. Helps more people recognize where music is going. I mentioned in one of my last videos on how we're going to see more extremism in music and hip-hop. So we're going to hear niggas really sound like they down and out on this song. If anybody, like Uzi and Yachty wasn't mumble rappers, you can say sometimes that Lucki is a mumble rapper, but you can still hear what he's saying. But that's not all the time. Sometimes Lucki, he be running his verses. Then he really start rapping the more the song go. Especially like once the Lil Baby song came on, because Lil Baby gonna be rapping, he gonna be running his verses. You feel me? So Lucki was doing the same. Yeah, so I would love to see what impact that this will have, how people will take this album. If people that never truly talked about Lucki, that are mainstream hip-hop bloggers and music bloggers, if they will, what their take will be. I want to see where they want to steer his career, because it's only up from here for him as far as I'm concerned. He's way too impactful and does not get enough credit for his current impacts in hip-hop at all. At all. If y'all want me to make a video just talking about highlighting Lucki's impact as of right now, so you can understand like how low-key important he is and how monumental this particular drop is for him, due to us basically seeing Drake, as far as I'm concerned. Now I could be wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, Drake kind of solidify himself with an ending, like a pause. Like I just feel like Drake is going to pivot in some type of way. Okay, that's my endpoint. So Drake is pivoting, and now someone like Lucki is now, he would never be Drake or whatever, but Lucki is gaining more traction day by day compared to Drake. Everyone that knows Drake is going to know Drake. I don't feel like, you know, unless you in like a foreign tribe somewhere in the world and you never encounter Drake, and even a lot of them know Drake, they be on YouTube on cell phones and shit, you feel me? But for the most part, Drake already got all the fans he going to get. Lucki, on the other hand, has days on days and time on time to just gain new fans. Now, he's already pretty popular, but a lot of people consider him like the king of the underground in a sense, you know? But it's really not any underground anymore. I don't know what the fuck to call shit. We need to get together and like title shit so we can get to an understanding, you know? I recommend Drgs R Bad. Yeah, I feel like it was a solid project overall. And if you like Lucki, you like that type of sound, you like quote unquote emo rap. I don't even want to say that. Y'all tell me what kind of subgenre he is. Is that like new age trap music or something? Like I don't know how to label niggas. Like it's hip hop, okay? I'm just gonna say that moving forward. And I feel like we should all do that. Cause like, why not? Why am I, like, you feel me? Lucki loves hip hop. He's one of them artists that might not do the traditional rap style, which is perfectly fine. You feel me? We gotta do something different. We gotta have more things. We gotta have more sounds in existence. He may not do that, but he definitely has studied and loved the culture. Looking forward to seeing the impact and y'all reactions to it. So if you like it, if you don't like it, let me know. My name is Sana. If you don't know, now you know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on my notifications too. I post videos every week.